Top of the hour. A players' poll voted on by players about the most overrated player in a specific sport, but we're going to expand it because not only do I think that the results are accurate, but I want to know who this player's version is in other sports. We'll do that in about 10 minutes. Rico's got another visitor for the Lions, one that I hinted at and we didn't get to in football today, and I want to talk about it because I find it hard to believe, but go with that. And by the way, Max Scherzer tossed today. Substance on his glove.
The kitty's shaking his head because he had him in fantasy today. So.
Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal. Mets, Dodgers. Yeah, he got tossed, and I'm still amazed by it. 2023, you're still trying to – dude, they're on it. They're on to the game.
I guess if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
But you're Max.
Right. You don't need to do this. Your reputation – and maybe that's why he did it, because he didn't think that anybody would ever check.
Man, maybe not. But this visitor the Lions had in is someone that Rico and I have brought up as a later round selection and a reason you don't need to draft a running back high. Rico, you want to give the people the name?
Yeah, 6-foot running back from TCU Kendre Miller. Visit the Lions today. He's also talked to the Carolina Panthers and a couple other teams. But, yeah, visit the Lions today. This, to me, screams – here's your second, maybe third round selection at a running back.
See, I thought you could get him later. Rico, I have not seen him amongst the first 6 to 8 running backs taken.
No, but Mike, I think you used one of those 30 visits on him. But
move up and get him in the fourth?
I think that this is a guy that you're kind of banking on. Okay, if he slides, we know he's different from any other back that you have here.
True. Well, okay. See, now you just brought something up. Have you guys noticed the player being attached to the Lions more and more and more? Second round running back. Have you noticed the name?
Yeah.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah.
And I'm finding that hard to believe. Now, I love Jahmyr Gibbs because he does something that I don't think anybody else in this crew does. I mean, it's clear DeAndre Swift, they only want to give 8 to 10 touches to. And we know what David Montgomery is going to do and breaking tackles and getting the tough yards. Jahmyr Gibbs, open field, incredible receiver, lightning speed. But he's
Swift before Swift got injured.
But does anyone in this room believe they will invest that level of capital after using the money on David Montgomery to take what could be your top second-round selection and to take a running back? I just don't see it.
See, I don't think so, but I think a lot of this are the experts saying, well, the Lions need a running back. So if they don't take Bijan, they have to take number 2. Kendre Miller visit tells me that Brad Holmes still understands the assignment. We can get this guy later.
Mm-hmm.
We got to use up all of our visits, so let's bring him in on the last day, and he'll be around later on in late third, fourth round or so. We'll take him then.
See, Mike, I think you're looking at it the wrong way.
Tell me.
You're saying because they signed Montgomery, they should not be connected. I think they're connected because they still have Swift. And the way I saw things in the offseason, and it came true, is they were getting corners. They knew they needed to upgrade. And they said, look, if Okuda can help, fine. If not, we got guys now. They eventually traded him away. I think they said, if we can get another running back, if Swift can't help, we got another guy.
But see, I guess I look at this like Kendre Miller is different. 6-foot running back. He's more of the bigger bruiser. I mean, no offense, but you saw what he did, David, in the bowl game. You want that type of guy. The Lions don't have a 4th rounder, but he's somebody that maybe you make a move, take him in the 4th round, and that's your guy.
Here's what's interesting. So let me bring up a name. And it's because Rico likes this guy, and Rico was hip to this guy before anybody, myself included. And this guy, to me, represents the bottom of the running back board. This would be like the last back I'd be interested in. And he's the 20th back. Highly productive college player. Tough physical runner. Never brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Mo Ibrahim, right?
Yeah.
He's rated the 20th best back. So when we do this, here's the exercise. Ibrahim, Travis Dye out of USC, Chris Rodriguez out of Kentucky, Chase Brown, we all like out of Illinois, Abanikanda, the kid from Pitt, who I never could say his name right, Deuce Vaughn, That one scares me. He might be 4 feet tall. Kenny McIntosh, Tajay Spears, like Zach Evans, all these guys. Guys, this is one of the deeper running back classes. So I'm not against taking a back. Let me be clear. I want them to take one. But are we really doing that in the second round when I could go all the way down to the 15th back? And let's say it's a player that's rated 150 on my board. Is the gap between Jahmyr Gibbs and that guy that big?
No, it's not. It's only that way, Mike, if you didn't watch college football and you only thought Bijan was the only back and now maybe Gibbs because he played for Alabama. But other than that, no. You could wait. I promise you this. There's going to be an undrafted free agent running back who is going to light up the league next year because that's how deep it is, people.
You know, I mean, when you look at this, though.
I'd like Ibrahim. He falls forward. He does. I think he's only had 3 negative carries his entire collegiate career. Think about that.
Yeah, and again, Kendre Miller, just what I'm looking at, rated the 11th best back. You know, is there really that big of a difference if you took him at let's say they moved up to the end of round 3 to get him versus using one of the premium picks at the top of round 2? I will be surprised. And look, you said it. There's only certain things they could do that you would judge them on. That might be one for me. I don't know that I'd walk away feeling great about using a premium asset on a back top of round 2. When I signed Montgomery, I still have Swift. And frankly, with this offensive line, I happen to agree with Rico, guys. This O-line's good enough. I could take the 15th best kid coming out of college and elevate him to being the 8th best.
Mm-hmm. Because, I look at this, and, I think that the Lions had to use those visits. That's why they brought him in today. It tells me I don't think that they're looking at him in the second round. This is one, it's use it or lose it. So let's bring in anybody that we're thinking about possibly drafting later on in the draft. This, to me, screams 3rd. If you really feel antsy, you trade up into the 4th round, or maybe you're taking with the 5th round selection.
I like Kendre Miller because he's a bigger back. A lot of these backs, Deuce Vaughn, it's like 4 feet tall. But like Keaton Mitchell, the kid out of ECU, I'm America's Pirates football expert. Like Keaton Mitchell's 5'7". A-Shane, the kid from A&M, might be 5'7", 5'8". Like Kendre Miller's a dude. That's 6'2", 215, 220. That's
so now maybe you got the guy who scores all the touchdowns that Jamal left on the field.
Oh, please. I'm so glad. I'm so sick.
King of the Dingleberries.
No, it was the what was it? It was the not sure you can say that on the air. It was the cartoon stuff. Whatever that was. The leader of the D or whatever. I don't know. I don't care. He's gone. He can take his silly hats and go elsewhere. I was really annoyed with his
He's the leader of the crawfish.
Oh, because he's in New Orleans?
And, he was disrespected by the Lions.
Which is amazing to me. Totally amazing to me.
They offered him more money.
Let's go get Tank Bigsby. Let's do that. All right.
But here's a name, and it's a ticket texter. I've been thinking about this guy a lot. The back nobody is talking about is Roschon Johnson, the backup to Bijan.
Yeah. Look, David, I mean it. It's not hyperbole. This is one of the deepest running back classes I can remember in recent history. It is. I could put down, take Bijan out, take Jahmyr Gibbs out. I'll write down 15 running backs you could draft, and I would be totally happy.